Okay, it is fully tax season, and if you haven't filed yet, your tax filings, they are technically due on April 15th, so 5 days away. With the deadline right around the corner, we've got a great interview here live on the News at 4. Renee Eymann from the Idaho State Tax Commission joins us with some last-minute reminders for anyone that still needs to file. Again, April 15th, coming up just next Tuesday. If you haven't filed at this point, what are your options? You still have time to get it in.
You do have time to get it in. And a couple of options are, if you're a paper filer, you can drop off your tax return at our Boise office on Tuesday. We'll be outside doing our curbside service to pick up your tax return and even passing off tax forms if you're waiting that late to do it. You can also e-file your taxes. E-filing is, the software helps you do the math and it guides you through the program. It also gives you a confirmation receipt once you've e-filed. And if you're expecting a refund, you get it faster than if you file by paper.
That is true, yes. The computer systems work a little faster than the IRS agents by hand. Okay, so what are the benefits, as you mentioned, filing online? Is that free? Is that e-file something that costs?
Well, it depends. We participate with the IRS in two programs that offer free e-filing. The first one is new. It's direct file. It's for people with simple returns, but you must have been a full year resident of Idaho in 2024, and you can't itemize. You have to use the standard deduction for that one. The other one is the free file program, and if your adjusted gross income is $84,000 or less, you probably qualify for the free file program. But we have information about both those on our website.
And we will link to that, of course, on our website. And what do you think are common mistakes that people kind of run into? And then some people, when they have the mistakes in the return, then their delay for the refund.
Right. Well, the first thing to do is double check your figures and make sure you don't have any typos on your return, especially for your Social Security numbers for you and your dependents. That will delay your refund. Also, if you are e-filing and you're entering in your W-2s, make sure you have the correct employer identification number for your employer and also their state ID number. If you're filing by paper, remember to attach your W-2s and a copy of your federal return. And if you're filing a joint return with your spouse by paper, both of you have to sign that return.
And that's huge because I know sometimes one partner will do it, they'll sign off, they'll send it in, and then the IRS will get it and they'll say, well, we got to do this. Okay, a big question. Let's say that by Tuesday you just can't get it done. What options do you have for an extension or I guess beyond next Tuesday?
Right, so you can get an automatic extension if you've paid enough of your tax due by April 15th. So basically you need to pay 80% of the estimated tax due for 2024, or you could pay 100% of the tax you paid on your 2023 return. And you need to pay it by the 15th. We have a Form 51 that has a worksheet that lets you figure all this stuff out so you can decide whether you already qualify or if you need to pay more money in. And then it will be automatic, and you'll have to file your return by October 15th.
Very good. Okay, and there's a lot of great resources on the Tax Commission website. I've looked through their FAQ, and easy to follow. They always have people, too, that can answer questions. So we will link to that at ktvb.com. Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you stopping by.
Great.
We will talk to you soon.